7 o'clock, 6:59.
Go ahead and call tonight's meeting to order. Let's have the roll call.
Kessler,
Here.
Walters,
Here.
Burden,
Here.
Ewert, Benner, Parton,
Here.
Crum, Thompson.
Here.
Tonight's invocation was given by Pastor David Vetter of the West Haysville Baptist Church.
Wrong pastor, but that's okay. I love David. Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for this meeting. I pray for our councilmen as they, Lord, make decisions that just make this place a better place to live. I do thank you for our pastors and churches in this town, Lord, that behind the scenes do a lot to help people and just to make this place a place where people want to live and excited about it. We just give you all the honor and all the praise for all that you do. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll start tonight with a special order of business. And at A, we have a police department promotion to make. Chief?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Tonight we have a promotion before you. The Master Police Officer rank is positioned between Police Officer and Police Sergeant. Officers are eligible to test for Master Police Officer after they've served 4 years and have law enforcement experience for 4 years. Tonight we have one officer promotion to the rank of Master Police Officer. Aaron, go up. Officer Aaron Watkins began his law enforcement career with the Newton Police Department, where he spent 4 years as a reserve police officer. He was hired by the City of Haysville Police Department in September of 2015. While he's been with our department, he's been assigned to patrol, and most recently as a school resource officer in the 2 middle schools here in town. He enjoys community policing and has been one of the department car seat technicians for the past 2 years, helping keep the kids safe. Outside of work, he's involved in several car clubs. He also has volunteered for the last 3 years for the Meals on Wheels program, delivering meals to the elderly and homebound citizens in Haysville area. And now I have to say that was even after he had worked night shift all night. He still went in and volunteered his time in the mornings to go and do that. So it was a good thing. He's also a member of the Kansas State Twins Association. He has a twin brother in the Army currently deployed to Afghanistan. So I present you with your badge. Congratulations. If you want to say anything, feel free.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Aaron.
Very good. Thank you. Next item then is item B. It's a public hearing regarding the Community Development Block Grant Project application. So we then will be reading from a script as usual, and there's a copy out front of you who wants to see one, and we now entertain a motion to open the public hearing. Ms. Pardon?
Make a motion, we open the public hearing for the Community Development Block Grant Program application, or project application.
Second.
Motion and second to open the public hearing for the block grant application. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters,
Yes.
Burden,
Yes.
Parton,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
I'll go ahead and read the additional information about the grant itself. It's an application to be submitted to the Kansas Department of Commerce for Small Cities Community Development Block Grant Fund under the Community Facilities category. The specific project application is to be discussed as a street improvement in an area generally bound by 63rd Street South on the north, Seneca on the west, 65th Street South and 65th Street South on the south, and Osage Avenue on the east, including Osage Court. That will consist of paving 4,250 linear feet of existing street with asphaltic material, replacement of open ditches, draining which approximately 8,500 linear feet of curb and gutter, 2,900 linear feet of stormwater pipe, 7 manholes, 19 curb inlets of 255 linear feet of monolithic edge curb, 1 precast concrete end section, associated grading, unclassified excavation, traffic control, seeding, erosion. Project cost is approximately $942,500 with the grant request for $342,000 for the project. Other project proposals introduced at the hearing will be considered. Oral and written comments will be recorded and become part of the Haysville CDBG Citizen Participation Plan. Public hearing is now open. Have any council members had any outside contact regarding this project? If so, please indicate who you have spoken with and the nature of the conversation. What items from the conversation might be relevant to this hearing? Any council people outside? We did have a meeting with the homeowners over there, and discussed and gave them the particulars of the project. So we just that was the meeting we had with the outside people at this point. Any of the councils have a conflict of interest in the matter? If so, please disqualify yourself from further action of City Council. For this case, you may speak as a member of the public. Has the city, and I guess there's a no conflicts of interest in it?
No.
Has the city received any written electronic communication in this matter? None? Okay. And now it's time for any member of the public to speak. You have 5 minutes if you're presenting good factual information. And this time may be extended by council vote. We punches came forward, and please state your name and address first. So anyone from the public that is here that would like to speak on this public hearing about the paving drainage? Seeing no one coming forward, then we'll ask any questions of the public. Since we haven't come forward, I guess we don't have any questions either. And I'd entertain a motion to close the public hearing. Ms. Pardon?
I make a motion, we close the public hearing.
Second.
Motion second to close the public hearing on the paving and drainage application. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters,
Yes.
Burden,
Yes.
Parton,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
And for the members of the audience that may be here later on, we'll have the resolutions that they will vote on this project. This was just a public hearing we had to have, so we'll have a resolution in just 2 or 3 items down on the agenda at this point. With that, we'll then go with presentation and approval of minutes. Minutes of September 23rd, 2019. Mr. Kessler?
Make a motion we approve the minutes of September 23rd, 2019.
Second. Motion second to approve the minutes, 23rd, 2019. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Burden,
Yes.
Parton,
Abstain.
Thompson.
Yes.
Item 1, citizens to be heard. We have nothing on the agenda. Item 2 is approval of license and bonds. Refuse hauler license renewal regarding Waste Connections. It's 2745 North Ohio, Wichita, Kansas 67219. Anyone want to approve the license? Ms. Martin?
I make a motion, we approve the refuse hauler's license for Waste Connections.
Second.
Motion second to approve the license of Waste Connections. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters,
Yes.
Burden,
Yes.
Parton,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Item 3, introduction and ordinance of resolutions. We're going to move to A, is resolution certifying legal authority to apply for the 2020 Small Cities Community Development Block Grant Program from the Kansas Department of Commerce and authorizing the mayor and commission to assign and submit such an application. Ms. Bell?
I make a motion, we approve the resolution certifying legal authority to apply for the 2020 Kansas Small Cities Community Development Block Grant Program from the Kansas Department of Commerce and authorizing the mayor to sign and submit such an application.
Second.
A motion second to approve the resolution on the legal authority. Question, Mr. Kessler?
I had a question about the, nowhere in here it shows, we're gonna dedicate $600,500, or, yeah, $600,500
Yes.
for that. Is that coming from capital improvement, or are we
It'll
putting
come
specials
from-
on the property? Or?
Come from 2 places. It'll come from capital improvements and from city sales tax for streets.
Okay. So will any specials be put on the property?
No, with the community development block grant, they frown heavily on that at this point. They do a full point system with this, and to get all of our points, we've got to be putting in the cash. That's what happened last time. We didn't do that. We were marked down heavily at this point.
Because we were talking specials and
Yes,
They frowned on that.
yeah. They frown on, using specials, if you're using the block grant money.
Because part of the reason is because that area is low income.
That's the only area in town that qualifies for CDBG. And it's because of the low income. That's the other reason that they kind of frown on wanting specials on that.
So the city's looking to put in, 600,500, and we're expecting the project to be about 942,000.
Yes,
So the block grant would be approximately 300,000 or something.
342.
whatever it was that I
342.
Approximately.
read earlier, yes. It all, balances out to those two, depending on what the bids come in, basically at that point. We, hopefully the bids will come in like they did over in Timber Creek, where it was much less, but we still have to say that we are gonna match that other different money to get it done, to get all of our points.
So when we do these streets, how many streets do we have left in the Haysville, in the city limits that are not paved?
We'll have two cul-de-sacs and then one street that ties those two cul-de-sacs over in Ward 2.
That's right, over at Ward
That will,
Parkway.
those will be the only ones, if we're able to get this done, that are still gravel streets in town.
Okay.
Which I would look at a later date of trying to do something there too.
I know later on, after this, we come to the PEC
Yes,
estimates, because they only estimated 819,000.
that's construction without the additional engineering and administrative and so on and so forth, which makes the whole project 942,000.
That's it.
Other questions? We'll call the question.
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Rarden.
Yes.
Parton.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Now we're going to move on to resolution assuring the Kansas Department of Commerce that we do have the funds. We continue to provide it for the operation and management of improvements to the street system to be financed with community development block grants funds. Ms. Burton?
Make a motion, we accept a resolution assuring the Kansas Department of Commerce that funds will be continually provided for the operation and maintenance of improvements to the street system to be financed with community development block grant funds.
Second.
Motion second to pass a resolution assuring the Kansas Department of Commerce we've got funds for maintenance and ongoing upkeep of those streets over there. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Rarden.
Yes.
Parton.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Move on to item 4, no communications. A, government body announcements. Ms. Burton?
Well, the Fall Festival is this weekend, so weather's supposed to cooperate, a little windy, but we'll be all right. So hope to see you there.
Parade is on
Saturday at 9 o'clock, goes across Grand.
and everything starts Thursday night,
No, Friday night.
Friday night. excuse me.
Bingo 5:30 on Friday, and then concerts after, and then parade on Saturday starts off Saturday. And closing ceremonies is at 2 on Sunday.
Okay. Other announcements, anyone? If not, I have the senior center announcements. They've got commodities on October the 16th, Tuesday. They've got mystery lunch on Tuesday, October 22nd. They've got flu shots on Friday the 25th. Questions? Call senior center at 529-5903. Then move on to our next item, which is emails from Cost Communication changing their channels again. Item 5, all business, nothing. Item 6, other business, consideration agreement with PEC regarding Sunset Fields design. This is a requirement of the development block grant that we truly have an agreement already for design before we actually send in the application for the grant. Grant application has to be in by November 1. If we don't get the grant, then they won't do the design. We have to have it approved already. Ms. Burke?
I make a motion, we accept the agreement with PEC for the Sunset Fields design.
Second.
Motion and second to approve the agreement with PEC for Sunset Fields design. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters,
Yes.
Roden,
Yes.
Parton,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Item D is consideration agreement with PC regarding the GIS services.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Before you tonight is an agreement from PEC to provide GIS mapping of our streets, sanitary sewer, water, and stormwater utilities. This will enable city staff to improve decision-making, asset management, and reduce costs by enabling staff access to real-time data. I'm seeking authorization to approve the agreement with PEC in the amount of $35,500. This will be paid out of street, sewer, water, and stormwater funds, and I stand for any questions you may have.
Ms. Barton, question? No? Just didn't get your light on. Okay, questions, council, anywhere? Not, what would you like to do with this GIS services? Ms. Kestner?
Make a motion to approve the GIS services with PEC.
Second.
Motion second to approve the contract with PEC on GIS services. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Roden.
Yes.
Parton,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Next item C is consideration of paving improvements in Dorner Park. I think you saw where we had approved previously putting down some rock and the loose ground up asphalt and the entryway. This truly will put more asphalt so that we don't have any problems with that ground up asphalt deteriorating at this point. So
Is that just the entrance or is it?
now this is the two roads that were put in and the other parking lot.
Okay.
Two parking lots, basically. Two parking lots and two roads. We already approved previously the entrances in our, last time we looked at the big part.
Well, I drove down there here a while back and it was like, wow, you know, so and I asked Tony and he said it was coming, so.
So if you look at your map, the black road is what you previously approved, and the gray is what this change order entails.
It truly will give us a lot better road and not deteriorate and have to do something eventually. Mr. Custer?
Make a motion we approve the overlay project change order.
Second.
Motion second to approve the overlay on Dorner Park. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Roden.
Yes.
Parton,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Next item then is the consideration of a backhoe lease.
So our current 2008 model year backhoe has amassed 5,600 hours of use. The backhoe is a valuable piece of our equipment. We utilize it for winter storms, repairing water main and service line breaks, among projects and many other day-to-day tasks, including helping set up for the fall festival. The current backhoe has begun showing its age and maintenance has become more common. Before you tonight is a 2019 John Deere 310 SL backhoe from Murphy Tractor. Murphy Tractor and Equipment has procured the state bid contract, which guarantees the lowest price. I'm seeking authorization to purchase the John Deere 310 from Murphy Tractor for a total of $121,455. This will be a lease-to-own contract, with the terms being 5 years with an annual payment beginning in 2020 of $24,291. And this will be paid out of water, sewer, stormwater, and street funds, and this was a 2020 budgeted item.
Maybe we'll let him lease a backhoe. Ms. Burton?
I make a motion we authorize the purchase of the John Deere backhoe for a total of $121,455 on a 5-year lease.
Second.
Motion second to approve the lease of the backhoe as presented. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Roden,
Yes.
Parton,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna let Tony sit down and Zach take over for the economic development quarterly update.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Our activity this quarter, or this past quarter, I should say, we had 3 new businesses. One was a home occupation that moved into the industrial park, complete lock and key. They're over there at 147 Perner. They need storage space and needed to expand past their home office. So that's good news. We had 10 new home builds. I believe that I went and checked the records. I think that's one of our largest quarters on record in quite some time. That had 1.7 million in permit totals. Right now, we stand at 23 new home builds. That's tied for 2017 totals, so we still have another quarter to go. So I'm hoping that we kind of surpass that record. I think last year was our record with 26, so we're 3 off that mark. New resident surveys, we have 55. Again, a good ratio of buying 45%, renting 55%. WAMPO, we're getting closer to the 5310 program, the Haysville Hustle. We're in the vehicle procurement process. Hopeful the order will process in late October with an estimated arrival in early 2020. Shop Haysville, Cash Saver, McDonald's, Doug's, and True Value round out the top 4. The land bank, we have the Timber Creek Estates. I have closing papers on my desk in front of me over there, or on the desk in front of me. We've closed down now on 2. This will make 3, and I have a couple more that should be circling the closing gates as Evergy finally gets a little closer to.
What was your number?
We've closed on 2. That will make.
I know those. I'm talking about the number you had to hit for.
Oh, my quote is 3, so I think I'm good after Thursday, so I'm done. I'll just cash out. But no, I think we're gonna surpass that quote. I think we've got a couple more that'll close, like I said, once Evergy decides that they're finally done over there.
We were just visiting about the difference we brought in. This will bring in about $40,000 that we've had in lot sales over there off of the 3 lots that we have sold at this point. Considerably better than the smaller lots over in River Forest, so.
Yeah, and we've got all of our strategic marketing going in over there, keyword searches. If you haven't seen our YouTube video, we've got a kind of a nice fly through with the specials and everything else listed, all the details for them. That's spreading very well.
How far along is Evergy?
The light posts have all been installed. I see, boxes going to where the individual lots should be. Like I said, I think they just need to have a conversation with each other and say we're done. So
I'm sure that there was one that was closed a long time ago, but probably like starting to build, I imagine.
exactly. So that's I'm just telling people they're asking is can we start? And I'm like, well, control what you can control and go ahead and close on your lot, and then that way once Evergy's done, you're ready to go and you don't have to wait. So strategic marketing, going along with that, placed the old activity center on location 1, which is the Kansas Economic Development Alliance. It's through the Department of Commerce. That's where site selectors go through. It's important that you have any of your property on that. We're going to look to put our 5 acres as well as the rest of the industrial park on there because it's not listed on there, and I think that would just be very valuable. We also have it running on LoopNet. We haven't had it up there for more than maybe a week, and I just got a lead this morning, so we'll follow up with that tomorrow. So hopefully we can get our properties pushed out there and back on the tax reels. Special events, cruising days ended. We got rained out on the last day. Well, we didn't, but it looked like we were going to. So the group moved to push it back a week, and it didn't turn out as well as it should have. So we probably should have just canceled it. But note for self for next year, we'll make that adjustment. We hosted the Regional Economic Developers Meeting at WSU Haysville. There were about 30 plus regional economic developers in the room. We had Mayor Armstrong, Dr. Glenn May with WSU, and Alicia Hutchins with the Kansas Department of Commerce. They're speaking. It was a great event, and that was in late September. Wayfinding, we're close. We're out for bids. There'll be, again, more to report in the 4th quarter. I don't mean to kick that one down, but we're getting close. And along with assisted living facility, we are definitely in talks. We just hopefully have more to report in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, we've talked to 3 so far at this point.
So we're hopeful something will turn in late 2019, early 2020. Wichita State, my report on that is the little free libraries. We have those installed now. One's over at Riggs. It's the Up House, and then we have another one in Orchard Acres. I don't have the list with me, but I think we have a couple more to install. But if you see them, go check them out. They're pretty neat. We're excited to have them in there. So thank you.
Questions on the economic development for Zach? Nope.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna move on somewhere to department reports. Will said he had nothing.
No announcements.
Janie has nothing.
No announcements.
The chief has something.
I can always think of something. This evening, our visiting officer is Justin Hinkey. He's a master police officer assigned to our investigation section right now, so say hi to him as you go by out there. Also just wanted to remind everybody, as we talked about earlier, the Fall Festival is this weekend, so be prepared for some road closures. I know Sarah Lane is already closed between Clinton and the Creek for carnival setup, so just be aware of there will be some road closings around that area throughout the weekend, different days. And of course, on Saturday when we have the parade go through town, the Grand will be closed for quite a distance there. So if you're going someplace, either go before 9 or give yourself a few extra minutes to get there. That way you won't get caught up in traffic and be upset. The good thing is normally our traffic works itself out within a few minutes after the parade, so we should be good to go. I want everybody to be safe and enjoy the festival this weekend.
Very good, thank you, Chief. Tony said you don't have anything, and Georgie has something.
I always have something. Good evening, Mayor and Council. As everyone said, there is Fall Festival this weekend. On top of that, school is out Thursday and Friday. So reminder, there is SOS days at the Activity Center, but there will be kids out walking around. The weather is supposed to be nice, so make sure you look out for them. The parade is going to be shown on the Haysville YouTube channel. Ginger is going to post that through Facebook, so if you don't get attended or can't get out for some reason, you can watch it there or watch it there afterwards. We will have a Haysville City booth over in the park. Zach and Ginger will be there greeting people, selling flag merchandise, information on the city if you want to stop by and see them. We also have the Activity Center doing our annual pumpkin decorating in the big tent. Starts 10 to 15, depends on when the parade gets over, how long the line is, right around there, and we go until we run out of pumpkins, which is normally by 11 a.m. So we'll be over there, bring your kids over, it's a free event. Also coming up, lots of stuff going on this month. We have our annual Activity Center Halloween event, Spooktacular. It's on Sunday, October 27th, 4 to 6 p.m. We will have hayrack rides, free hot dogs, games, photo booths. Kids wear their costumes, and lots of fun. You can come out for a little bit, come and see that. We have our annual Gobble Wobble Run. It will start at Public Works this year. It is on Saturday, November 2nd. It is at 9 a.m., 5K, you can still register for that, but food comes with it. We'll have biscuits and gravy afterwards, but it'll go around Dorner Park and those new streets over there, so pretty excited about that. And then lastly, we have youth basketball signups going on. That's for 1st through 6th grade. You can register online or at the Activity Center. That's all I have for tonight.
Thank you, Georgie. Item 8, appointments. We have A, Mark Williams, 423 Stearns. This is appointment to the Planning Commission at large, and it's a remainder of a term, I think is what, how long is left? 2 years? We don't know.
Expires February 2021.
2021. Okay. Anyone want to let me appoint Mark Williams? Mr. Kessler?
Make a motion, allow you to appoint Mark Williams, 423 Stearns, to the Planning Commission at large for the remainder of the term.
Second.
Well, second to approve Mark Williams' appointment to the Planning Commission. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Burton,
Yes.
Parton,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Item 9, opposition citizens, we have nothing. Item 10, executive session, we do not have one. Item 11, bills be paid. A, bills be paid for the first half of October. Mr. Walters.
Motion we pay our bills for the first half of October.
Second.
Motion second, pay the bills first half of October. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Burton,
Yes.
Parton,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Item 12, consent agenda, we have nothing. Item 13, council items. A, council concerns. Anywhere, council? Concerns anywhere? Ms. Kester?
I talked to Will and submitted a council action request earlier this evening. It's about a strip of land south of, it's on Meridian, south of First Christian Church and north of Country Lakes Addition. The county never mows that area, hardly, and the weeds are several feet high. So I know Will Tony's going to contact the county to get that taken care of, but just want to make sure we keep an eye on that, in the future, and so we can make sure the county's doing their job, mowing mowing what they're supposed to be mowing, or if not, make some type of arrangement with the county to mow.
Yeah, we already, like I talked about, looking at doing something at this point. Other concerns, council? Seeing none, we'll move on to council action and request updates. 212 North James.
So a certified administrative letter was sent to the property owner on 9/24. The property owner has since addressed all those issues. On the police department side, they have checked on the vehicles in the street and found that by code they are legally parked and both have current tags. Both parties will continue to monitor the case and the property, but this case is considered closed.
Okay. Item 14, adjournment.
Mayor and council make a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting.
Second.
Motion second to adjourn. Discussion? Question?
Kessler,
Yes.
Walters.
Yes.
Rarden.
Yes.
Harton.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.